Hello, everyone. My name is Richard C. Wilson, and welcome to this member spotlight interview. Today, we have with us Bill Kimberlin from Reveal Networks. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you for having me, Richard. Pleasure to be here.
Sure. We've spoken to a lot of technology companies, but nobody who's doing exactly what you're doing. Can you explain kind of a one-liner, short description, what Reveal Networks is all about?
Sure. We are using AI to extract meaning out of massive amounts of information. So essentially, what we have created is the first context engine.
Okay, great. And I know you mentioned it has 10,000 times more information than what you can search for on the internet, which kind of blew my mind when we were getting ready for this interview. What makes you the most excited about that capability?
Well, yeah. So the distinction is when you do. Some people may do a search, but what we're talking about is that our search results are 10,000 times larger than the web because of the interconnectedness. Where the web is about 3% interconnected, where pages are interconnected to each other, and it's all manual. Which manual, there's a lot of mistakes, including bias and everything else. We're quite unique because we're using swarm intelligence in the sense that the information self-organizes around the query. And so we have over a quadrillion document pairs within our network, which that's why it has so much more information.
Okay. And what is your value add process that's made you successful in rolling this out?
Well, we're just now rolling it out, but I would say the value add is the fact that we can accelerate productivity by 30x. We have had paid pilots with Fortune 20 companies like Shell Oil, for example. And what we have learned is that with what we refer to as our high-speed reader, you're able to get through a tremendous amount of information. And where knowledge workers and decision makers spend a lot of their time is just trying to figure out the documents they need to get to in order to make a business critical decision. And we accelerate that by telling you what's important almost instantly by using a whole document search, not keyword search, but a whole document. It's very different.
Right. Okay. And if somebody is conducting due diligence on a machine learning AI company like yourself, what's the number one smartest question they could be asking you?
I would say probably the number one smartest question they could be asking us is probably about how we really differentiate from some of the other companies. There are other companies out there, other AI companies that are indirectly competitive. But at the end of the day, we ended up taking all the companies we thought were our customers and thought that were our competitors and put them in our possible customer list, because what we know is we can help them do what they do better. And that is that we're built on swarm intelligence, and the interconnectedness of our database is just massive, and nobody does it this way. And I've never seen before now anybody that's actually done it that way. But it's just that we are nearly infinitely scalable, and that is highly unusual for something this size.
Sure. Yeah, I could imagine that many family offices, real estate investors, institutional investors could use this high-speed reading technology to, analyze whether it's a property or a demographic or a consumer behavior. And, I think you could do a whole probably workshop on different ways to use that data. But in terms of your number one piece of advice that you could leave with people with here today, what's something that you think most people don't know and would be a big insight that you could provide on this whole area?
So I think that we are kicking off our virtual roadshow with the with Family Office Club members, and we are one of the things that I think that a lot of them will find interesting is how we can accelerate due diligence. So on mergers and acquisitions, or even investing in an earlier stage company like us, our platform is built. So it's a little bit, we're not raising money right now to go build our tech, it's built. So, but the ability to take a pitch deck, for example, and put it into our engine and have instant insight to know who their competitors are right away, probably turn up competitors they didn't even know existed. You would find any patents that were pending around their technology. You would find anything related to that pitch deck, and it's going to have a credibility score. So we've created the ability to score the credibility of content based on who's talking about that content. So it's a bit of a blockchain technology in a sense where it's anonymous consent, but we can really help accelerate due diligence on projects. If you put a pitch deck in, you can learn about things very, very quickly, and that's not something anyone's ever been able to do before now.
Right. So to sum it up, you're kind of providing, savvy investors with the ability to get through information 30 times faster and make a smarter, more well-informed, or just a faster decision is really at the core of what your technology is providing, right?
That's correct. That's correct. You get the information that you need in order to make the decision much faster, as opposed to trying to read through it, figure out what's important. That's what we can instantly provide. That saves a tremendous amount of time.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. If somebody wants to work with you, needs to hire you for a project, wants to invest with you or start those discussions, what's the best way to get in touch?
So the best way to get in touch with me would be bill@revealnetworks.ai. That's just revealnetworks.ai. I can from a phone number too if needed, but 615-491-4387.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for your time here today, Bill. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Richard.
Yeah, take care.